Alright, morning everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel on another beautiful day. It has been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, and I have not forgotten about this channel, believe me. I just had a lot of stuff to do, and I kind of sort of still have, so it hasn't really changed, but I was like, it has been 2 months since you last uploaded the video. You may as well just do the review of this beautiful watch, because you promised everyone that you would, and you didn't, so there we go. We are going to do that today. We are going to go over every single, hopefully, you know how it goes. I'm not the best at that. We're going to hopefully go over every single important detail about this watch. And if I forget something, you know, someone is gonna know it and write it in the comments below. So that's no problem. But we are going to talk about this beautiful Patek Philippe watch today. This is the Patek Philippe Calatrava Pilot Travel Time to be exact. And this is well, it's not my newest watch anymore. That's what happens when you stop posting for such a long time. But it was my newest watch the last time you saw it. And it still is one of my at least top 2 favorite watches. It might be my very favorite watch out of my whole collection. The problem that I have with it and why it's not really my favorite watch at the moment is because, you know, I kind of sort of got a little bit screwed on the purchase. Not really, but it didn't come with a pen that you need to adjust the date. You can see that right here. You can see up here, there's a little bit of a dot in there. And don't worry about that. It's just, I'm not wearing gloves, right? And it's very cold in here. So it has these little like tarnishing thingamajiggers on it. But you can just remove that with a piece of cloth. It is red gold, so this will at some point get a patina if you leave stuff like that on. That's not terrible, right? You can still wipe that off with a cloth. It's not a problem, but that is definitely something that will happen over time if you don't wipe off stuff like that. But there's a little like dot, right? You can see that, and that is where you need to push in with a little Patek Philippe pusher that you usually get. It's like a black, tiny little pen like this big, has a gold tip, white gold tip, so that you don't scratch your watch. And, well, you can still scratch this watch with it because it's not a steel watch, but you couldn't scratch a steel watch, so there you go. And you push into that little button thing and that adjusts the date. It's not a great idea, in my opinion, to have something like that because, you know, a pen is something that you can lose, so it would be more useful to incorporate that into the crown, but it is what it is. And that thing's not here. Why is that not here? I don't know. I didn't notice it when I got the watch because I don't care about the date. I never adjust the date on my watches, so I only ever notice it when someone of you wrote it in the comments. So thank you for that. But yeah, that's not nice. But I'm okay with it. Why am I okay with it? Because I basically stole this watch anyways. I paid like so much less than it is actually worth for it. And it was a unworn watch, quote unquote. But that's just kind of the stuff that you get when you want to get the best deal. Right? The strap was definitely not unworn. That's not a new strap. That has been worn a couple of times, and this pen is missing. The watch itself is actually unworn. There's nothing on it. It hasn't been polished. Nothing. That's good, but, you know, overall, it could have been better. Let's call it that. So let's just start with the watch. The very obvious part is, of course, that it is a gold watch, and not any gold watch. This is actually a rose gold watch, technically, or red gold, or whatever. And it doesn't look like that, does it? It just looks like a yellow gold watch in this lighting, which is just daylight. I have no lamps on in any sense or way. It's just the light that's coming in from the window and it looks yellow. It just doesn't look like red gold at all. And someone in the comments explained that to me actually as well. And that is because this is some other kind of gold, and there are different kinds of gold with different amounts of copper in them, and that's why they look different. They shine in different shades of red, or not red in this case, and that's kind of interesting, right? Because you can still see there's like the slightest difference in color between the 21 karat gold rotor and the 18 karat gold housing, but it's minor. It's absolutely tiny, the difference. You can't really tell. And so, yeah, this is 750 points gold, I guess you would say, out of 1,000. So that is 18 karat gold. That's what the watch case is actually made of. Could you please focus on that? Please, do me a favor. Thank you very much. And I honestly, as far as I can tell, it looks almost the same, which is amazing because it really shouldn't, but whatever. And that is also the same material that the crown buckle is made out of. This unfortunately does not have the beautiful folding clasp that Patek uses on some of the higher end models, but then again, this isn't really a higher end model, it's more like mid-tier Patek Philippe, which is amazing because it's a $46,000 watch now. If you're actually interested in the exact price, this watch new from Patek would be 46,410 euros at the moment, and that is pretty much exactly the same in dollars. But I think the dollar price is different still. Let me know if you know what the dollar price is. Let me know what that is. I unfortunately can't see that, but still, like, that is an expensive watch. And it was not that expensive actually when I bought it. It was around 44,000, but Patek Philippe increased their prices. A lot of brands did that over the last couple of months, of course, because we've got inflation and stuff, so that's a thing. But still, like, that is a lot of money. I didn't pay that much though. I paid around 35,000, which is not bad, but still, I didn't get the pen, and I got a somewhat used strap, so I got a good deal, but it was not the great and exuberantly awesome deal that I once thought it was. Still, it's very good, and it already went up in value, so what can I really complain about? So let's just go over the details of this watch a little bit more exactly. So this is the Patek Philippe Calatrava travel time, pilot travel time, if you want to be exact, and this has the reference number 7234R/ or one of those little marquee things, these horizontal ones, 001. So that's its reference number, runs on the same caliber as the Aquanaut travel time, which is the 324 SCFUS, all in big capital letters. And that is actually kind of nice, that this is actually the same movement that is used in the Aquanaut. As far as I know, though, the Aquanaut is way bigger, so it must look a bit weird in there. But, whatever. This is a 37.5 millimeter watch. There is a bigger version of this, which I think has like 41, 42 millimeters. I'm not too certain about that. I didn't do research on a whole bunch of other watches just to do the one for this one. But if I get one of those in the future, I'll be sure to let you know. But there is a bigger one, a bigger version of this. Looks the same, it's just bigger. And then there's also a white gold version, which looks the same, just in white gold. And then there's a bigger version of the white gold version, which looks the same as the white gold version, just a bit bigger. So there you go. It's not that terribly interesting. It's mainly just a ladies and a men's version. I don't really think that this is a ladies' watch, to be honest. But, if you want to call it that, whatever, I still like it and I'm still going to wear it. And I'm not going to pay 10 grand more for a watch that looks more stupid on me. So I like this one and I'm going to wear this one. So the strap of this watch is made out of calf leather. Unfortunately, I really can't say a whole lot of positive things about this strap because there's not a whole lot of positive things to say about it. It's not high quality as you would expect. It's a mid-tier strap on a very high-end watch, so that's a bit unfortunate. I would have loved to see some better leather. I would have loved to see some better craftsmanship. I love the fact that you can remove this, like just with a push of this little button, you can undo these straps and exchange them, which I'm definitely going to do because, this one is a bit not so great. But yeah, that's just kind of thing. It has a crown buckle, which is also 750 rose gold, so 18 karat rose gold. So that's kind of nice, fits very well with the watch, but I would have preferred the folding clasp because I just love the folding clasp. And I think this watch would have deserved the folding clasp. It would have been so much more useful for a travel time watch to have a folding clasp because the folding clasp was just way better for sports models. And this is a sports model Patek Philippe. That's what it is. Now, why did they not use the folding clasp? I have absolutely no clue, gotta be honest. It would be perfect for this, a folding clasp is so much more useful than a crown buckle for a sports watch. Crown buckles, honestly, are for dress watches because you don't need to take them off quickly or put them on quickly. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but, it is what it is. You could put an aftermarket folding clasp on there, but I'm just not about to do that because I want to keep my watches original. This is, of course, an automatic watch. You've already seen the rotor and everything like that. It has a 35 to 45 hour power reserve. I don't know why there's such a big gap in between that. Probably if you have the travel time engaged or not engaged. I honestly don't know. But yeah, there is a big difference in that. I don't know why the power reserve is that small. But I guess it is what it is. And it doesn't bother me at all, really, because if I wear a watch, I wear it for multiple days and it doesn't really need charging. And well, you know what I mean. You don't plug it in, but you know, you move it. But yeah, and if I put it off, I put it off for multiple days, so it doesn't really matter if it has like 35 or 72. It's going to be empty when I put it back on. So that's the thing. It doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, there you go. There's an interesting fact for you. It also has 30 meters water resistance, or like 3 bars, which is, you know, average, I would say. Just your normal sports watch water resistance. Both the front and the back are, of course, sapphire crystal, so that you don't scratch it easily. And, you know, sapphire crystal, that's basically the industry standard at this point. There's no one that's really using other stuff like Hazelite and stuff like that anymore, you know, besides Omega. But there's a reason for that, because that's kind of like the heritage stuff. And, you know, but if you don't want that feature of it being a heritage watch, you're using sapphire crystals nowadays, right? But I don't think that you really have to say that anymore. That's all I'm saying. But if you wanted to know that, there you go. Now let's quickly talk about the GMT function, or the travel time function, as Patek Philippe calls it. It works in a very, very simple way. You've got these 2 little pushers, and with the press of one of those little pushers, you kind of set your hour hand forward or backwards. And while you're doing that, you can see that your local or your home time changes depending on what time of day it is and what time of day it is going to be once you press this button. And you can see there with a local, it turns blue, and when you turn it back, it turns like white again, or like light for day. And the blue is obviously, well, for night. I don't really have to tell you that, but it's a really simple procedure. If you're going somewhere that has a different time zone, you just press one of these buttons once, because, you know, time zones only jump in hours, and then there you go. You've got your home time, which is the skeleton one, and then you've got your local time, which is the normal hour hand one. And there you go. You've got 2 time zones, and that's pretty much that. It also has like a small little hand here that you would maybe mistake for a second hand on the first glance, but you can see that it isn't moving, so it has actually your date. It doesn't have a date window like a lot of watches have nowadays. It has this little miniature watch on it that kind of counts your dates. That is obviously not accurate, because I never changed the date. So there you go. And I obviously also can't, because I don't have the pen, so I wouldn't even have the opportunity to do so even if I wanted to. I will get the pen in a couple of months, but I'm not going to be home for a couple of months, so there you go. I'm going to have to wait on that, because I can't order it right now. But once I'm back home, I will get the pen, and then we can also set the date and everything, and it's gonna be just fine, believe me. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna be my review on this beautiful watch, the Patek Philippe Calatrava Pilot Travel Time in the 37.5mm version. Really beautiful watch. I'm very happy with the deal that I got on it. I'm very happy that I got the watch in the first place, and I really love wearing it. There are some things that I don't love about it, but, you know, isn't there always something? Nothing is really perfect, right? So I'm very happy with this. I am really looking forward to buying some more Patek Philippe watches in the future. That would be awesome. And don't worry, I know you want to see more of the watches that I presented on this channel, and you want to see them in more detail. I will be filming some more like just close-up videos of the watches in different lightings and stuff like that over the next couple of months, and I will be posting them here, because that was also something that was requested by a couple of people. So I'll go ahead and film those and upload those hopefully over the next couple of months, presumably. As I said, I've got a lot of stuff to do, and I can't really focus on this channel because it's just fun, right? People, you all understand that. I think it's just fun. No one's making any money here, so yeah, I gotta do some stuff to be able to afford my watches, so there's that. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I really hope that you're looking forward to all the new stuff that I'm gonna bring to the channel over the next couple of weeks or months. I've bought some new watches. We will be taking a look at those and all kinds of stuff like that. And so yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I hope you stick around for that. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic week, and until next time.